Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Oh shit. Alright, hopefully y'all can hear me good. I've been off the scene for a minute, doing some things behind the scenes. And nonetheless, here I am back playing some video games. And this is dope, right? Because you're actually watching the playback of me playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's on Apple Arcade. This is not sponsored, but this is just what I felt like doing, you know what I mean? I take the time to play video games because I'm that nigga. I do what the fuck I want to do. And I took it back to playing video games. I'm in a very nostalgic period of my life. And I don't mean completely either. I just mean certain things that bring me back to the times, you know, the 80s and the 90s is just where my mood is right now. You know what I mean? But this is a playback. That's the point. This is a playback. I'm not actually playing a video game right now. But I know that a lot of people miss me talking about relationships and, you know, dating in the zodiac and, you know, bitches and stuff like that. So I decided to bring that back. Before I get into like specific zodiac signs and shit like that, I just want to talk about just shit in general. You know what I mean? I just want to talk my shit. Like, so the relationship dating scene has changed drastically, man. And it's like, there's so much going on out there. And when I apply the Aquarius characteristics to it, it is weird. It's weird out here, and it makes you have to be on. It makes you either have to be on your P's and Q's or gain anxiety from not being on your P's and Q's because everything is so unpredictable now. You know what I mean? You got like dating face to face is strange now. I was just talking to somebody the other day, and we was texting each other. You know what I'm saying? And they had sent me like a video of a clip of how they would actually date online now, or what their dating thing is like online, and it's just a conversation. It's back and forth, sending memes and video clips to each other and laughing at them and stuff like that. Ha 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 ha. And it's like, that's what it's come to now. Some of y'all be going out on y'all dates and stuff. Y'all take y'all selfies and shit like that. But let's keep it a bean, y'all. That should really be photo ops. That should be photo ops. Even if you with your boo, that should be photo ops. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't be including that nigga. A lot of y'all don't be including that nigga. Like, you might see another glass off in the distance or something like that, but it's really all about you in that moment. And I ain't knocking you, sis. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever the fuck. Do whatever you do. You know what I mean? And it's the greatest time to be alive because of this internet shit, because you can do stuff like that. You can actually go out on a date with someone and create the illusion that you're fucking them because you're on a date with them, when in all actuality y'all are just going out and eating. It could be your bestie, it could be just a regular friend, it could be someone that you're interested in, trying to get to know better. But your followers or your viewers are none the wiser, right? As long as you put something distant in the caption, like, oh, you know, margaritas bitch or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody really know what the fuck is going on, and that could potentially get you more dating clients or dating options, and, you know, even business options, because you're not revealing who that person is, if they're a special someone or something like that. Great time to fucking be alive. Because before, when you was caught outside with somebody, it just straight up meant that y'all was fucking. And if you ain't had no concrete proof, the rumor would spread far enough for a long enough time until you had to actually like confront people like, yo, I heard you said this stuff about me, stop saying this stuff about me, and it's not true. You know what I'm saying? Or people had to actually go find the person that they thought you was fucking and ask them, give them 21 questions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Today is really unpredictable, and it's getting real weird out this motherfucker. You know? And dating face to face has become that weird of a thing. So if you really are into somebody and you out with them and you know, y'all at a restaurant or whatever the case may be, y'all may be more into your phone and the photo app instead of dating. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't really do that shit. I'm not saying I don't go out with people and go to the restaurants and eat and shit like that. And I know how to put my phone down. I also know how to get my photo op into, but for the most part, I'm putting my phone down. If we kicking it, we kicking it. I don't really want to be there if we not kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, I could have stayed the fuck home, bitch. Fuck, you asked me to come out. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even ask you to come out if we wasn't going to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Because face to face shit is still powerful. Lo and behold. You know, kind of went off on a tangent, but I just wanted to break the ice of what dating is like in the Aquarius age. This shit is fucking wild, man. This shit is wild. And not for nothing, I always talk about how people can lose their bitch to proximity. You know what I'm saying? Guys, you can lose your bitch to proximity. And, you know, no matter how much you've captured their mind, you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry lives down the block or around the corner. And let's say you can get them so open that it even increases their hormone heights to the point where they gotta go see these dudes now to get their shit off because all they can think about is you. And trust me when I tell you, some bitches ain't even like that either. Like, they will keep it a buck on you because that's how much mentally engaged they are with you. Like, they can't even fathom fucking another person. But if it so happens to be that, they will picture that it's you. They will want it to be you and wish that was you. Look, dudes, look. If a bitch ain't masturbating to you, you're not the one. I'm just want to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. There's dudes that's fucking chicks out here right now that don't have them. It's not the all and be all. I'm telling you, this shit is weird out here. And this is shit that I was saying years ago. This has been my philosophy, my mentality years ago. But I was always the weird one when talking about this shit because I was not monogamous or I wasn't, you know, trying to be serious or committed in a relationship and shit like that. So I got looked at as funny or awkward, or people would say, you know, how can you talk about relationships or how to hold one when all you talk about is bitches and you like a little boy, like you just got mad different bitches and you don't know how to commit, you don't know how to hold a bitch down, you ain't this, you ain't that, whatever, right? And look, the bottom line is this, B. Like, it's like this, B. You bitches, y'all trying to take them out of their natural element. Like, a lot of the times, you dudes, y'all be trying to make women what they're not. And or you be trying to instill or impose, suggest that things should be the way that they were in tradition, the way that you were brought up and things like that. This pushing of perception on other people, especially on the internet, is out of fucking control because y'all don't have the ability to understand that people have different perceptions than you. It's like somebody having a Virgo ascendant, another person having a Taurus ascendant, another person having a Scorpio ascendant. Those are all going to have 3 different perceptions based upon their zodiac sign because of their rising. See, I know you understand that language, so I'm going to talk like that. You know what I'm saying? And when people can understand that, then y'all could get in these podcasts and these vlogs and blogs and shit and talk your shit and not be at each other like one of y'all is supposed to be right. You right in your vein, you right in your vein, you right in your vein. An open-minded person who puts things in perspective, they're going to be able to see all points of view and see how all of them could be right. But the ignorant, the dumb, I'm just going to call it what it is, they're just going to want to argue their point. It's like, yo, we fucking heard you already. Get on with the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even fucking entertained anymore because y'all are fucking dicks. Y'all are fucking stupid, man. And it's like, women, man, look, if a woman is not doing nothing for me, then she doesn't feel validated. And that's what I mean by guys trying to take women out of their element. Like, yo, women want to do shit for you. Don't fucking believe the hype of all this. Because look, like, not for nothing, that red pill shit, that shit is drying out fast. The reason being is what I'm saying. They're not allowing women to be who they are. They'll make great points. Don't get me wrong. They'll make great points about how women are. But then they still want to prove this alpha point of how they are. And that is what's going to determine that they get all of the bitches. And it's not true. You might see them doing these bitches doing a photo op shit, popping up at podcasts in person and all that fly shit, dolled up and all that. But they there for their clout. They're going to be like, yeah, you saw me on that show, you saw me on that. They there for their clout. They there for their attention. It don't mean that these dudes is fucking all them bitches. And as a matter of fact, they might fuck around and catch a lawsuit because they get into some shit with a bitch who popped up on their show. You understand what I'm saying? So what's the real benefit? Sometimes these alpha shows and these alpha pill guys, these red pill guys, they're doing too much and they're putting themselves out there to the point where they think it looks good when they surround themselves with all these bitches, but it makes the bitches look good in their world because this is the attention era. These bitches gonna go home on their OnlyFans and do what the fuck it is that they gotta do. They gonna be on their Snapchats and their Instagram, continue to do what you gotta do. And sure, you, as a platform, host as a co-host of a podcast and stuff like that, you're gonna be doing your thing too. But if you're doing that, bringing them on solely for the purpose to build your image, you're actually taken away from your image because you're presenting yourself as this alpha. And according to what I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the standard of an alpha male is someone who's supposed to stand out amongst the pack, right? But it's supposed to be standing out amongst a pack of men. So what are you doing surrounded by a bunch of bitches? I don't get it. And then when you do team up with a guy, y'all are teaming up to point at these bitches like what they're doing is wrong when they're doing female nature shit. It's baffling. I don't watch much anymore. I just go and get a little bit of clip here and there. The shorts are fucking genius because I could just look at a clip of a podcast show that ran for an hour. I don't want to see that shit for an hour. Just show me a clip that's actually meaningful to whoever edited thinks it is, and let me discern from that. You know what I mean? But it's mind-boggling. It's being repeated, and it's running dry, because y'all are not understanding that women are supposed to be that way. And what way am I talking about? It's not even narrowed down. Men, we're more logical, narrowed, and we complicate things less. But a woman has many ways, and they know what they're doing. They know what the fuck they're doing. And it's like this: if a woman can't do for you, she's gonna look at you like you're useless, like you don't understand the game. All of that, and strong alpha, red pill. Listen, even when you get a bitch to do something for you. If a bitch ain't doing nothing for me, then she's not in her right vein. We not in our right vein. We not in alignment. And if it's for the moment, that's cool. Because a lot of these times with me anyway, it's momentarily. I don't vibe with a bitch here and there. All of a sudden, I'm not going to flip the script and be like, get all mad at her because this experience is not like the last experience. I just understand like, okay, this is either a test by her to find out if I'm going to fall out with her because this experience isn't like the last, or whatever type of emotional response I'm going to have to her with this test. She's doing that for information. She's doing that for survey purposes. You know what I mean? And my thing is just this: if you disturb my peace, bitch, the conversation is over. If you ain't adding on like you was the last experience, well, then the conversation is over again. You know what I'm saying? Because what are we doing? And it's very rare that a woman can link up with me via text or in person and we hit it off on shared interests. It's rare. So I value those truly, deeply, you know what I mean? But I am aware that those things are not going to always be the case. But there are certain situations where I don't even got to break the bank and bitches is helping me out doing mad different shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't feel guilty for that shit. Like, the bravado guys, the alphas who pound their chest and shit, you catch them on these videos and they're like asserting that that's the way that life is supposed to be. Men are supposed to protect and provide. But let me tell you, bitches love to go for the underdog. Bitches love to root for the underdog. They love to get next to the alpha for the resources, but they love to root for the underdog. So it's like the movie Gladiator. You've seen Gladiator, right? So in Gladiator, one of my favorite movies. In Gladiator, the queen ended up fucking William Wallace. You know what I'm saying? Dipped out. She put on some like raggedy looking robe, you know what I'm saying? With the hoodie on, dipped out of the castle into the jungle, into the trenches to go find this nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Because he was just that nigga. He's a warlord who wanted his freedom, and things ended the way that they ended, but it didn't mean that the queen wasn't trying to give him some pussy. You understand what I'm saying? Now, why would you do that if you're the fucking queen? Because it's a woman's nature to root for the underdog. It's a woman's nature to nurture. So while she's living up in the castle all high, fine and dandy with the fucking jewelry and all that draped up shit, she's looking how these people are being treated out there, and she's like, look, that's the brave one out of all of them. He got some leadership shit going on down there. He's 10 times more interesting. I'm not even talking about more of a man, right? Because a lot of the times people are going to separate, in the generalization of it, people are going to separate the wealth from the man. So if the man doesn't have the wealth, then there's not going to be no type of leadership identity attached to them. But women see through that shit and they're like, yo, this dude is interesting. This motherfucker over here in the castle is not interesting because he already has everything. Most of the times he's born into it. Silver spoon fed. He got an ego problem. So if it's bruised, he gonna have somebody beheaded and shit like that. Like, this nigga ain't, he's corny. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like niggas with the whole $1 million, $1 billion and all that. Man, look how many billionaires' wives left them. And what was that, 2022 alone, I think? Like, that's what's the fucking, y'all know what phrase I'm trying to find right now, right? But that'll tell you everything you need to know of what I'm trying to say right now. Like, that don't mean everything. It don't mean everything. Women want to do for you. They want to use their titties. Let these women use their tits, yo. Stop trying to fucking, like, yo. And even the independent chicks, right? Why you think they getting so independent? So they could take care of more men. Yo, the bitches will go and fuck the janitor. I don't care who you are, what status you got, what type. Soon as she's bored and she wants something more interesting, she will gravitate towards that and give that opportunity a chance, B. And she even knows more than likely that a man who has more resources, let's say, or more of an image to uphold, is going to be so deeply invested in her already that he's going to be willing to patch things up with a fucking Ferrari or some shit like that. And she's already hip to that shit. She might go for it, she might not. But a woman knows her power and she knows what she's doing. And when she leverages it, y'all are out there calling these bitches all types of demons and witches and all. Like, knock it the fuck off. They've always been this way, B. They've always been this way. Well, yo, I know bitches who don't even have children, right? So y'all may be like, no, that's only mothers. Only mothers behave that way. Other women want to be taken care of. And look, it's still a children analogy. You got to think about it, right? Let me start off with the guys first before y'all think that I'm trying to make this all about me. Like, look, even guys who say that it's necessary that they provide and protect for their woman, to provide and protect their woman, right? You're not looking at it as that's a daddy-daughter relationship. That's a daddy-daughter relationship. If it's not your family, why would you want to do that for any woman? You understand what I'm saying? So when you take on the obligation of providing and protecting a woman that you want to also stick your dick inside of, and I know this sounds like, oh man, I know he's not saying what I think he's saying. That's what I'm saying. You want a daughter because you want to take care of them and you want to protect them if somebody tries. You want a daughter. That's what you want, right? And the psychology of it is sick if that's your actual family, right? If that's your actual relative. But it's no different when you get into the dating scene because that's what you're asking for. You want a woman that you can take care of and protect and also stick your penis inside of. Just keep it a bean. So what makes you think that a woman whose natural characteristics and demeanor is to nurture a child, to birth a child, to have a child, and give them things, what makes you think they don't want to do the same thing? So y'all trying to say, and maybe that's, and it ain't a maybe. Let's keep it a bean. The reason why a lot of you guys don't want these women out there being independent and making their own money and shit is because they're going to start taking care of some fucking dudes. Some dudes that y'all probably think are not worth it because they don't behave the same way that you do. And you're jealous of that. I don't care, like I said, I don't care if it's the janitor. Fuck, at least he's fucking washing floors, at least. So what? He get off, he got his little Hennessy's, little blunt wraps and shit. You know what I mean? Playing video games like me and shit. Then she come over and suck his balls. You know what I mean? Give him $40, $50 and she leave. Yo, y'all gotta stop being mad at these bitches, man. They doing what the fuck they want to do. They doing what they... That's them, man. That's them, yo. You know what I'm saying? So all of that, all of the things that people are thinking that they're doing, or all the things that guys are saying that they're supposed to be doing to keep broads, they're sadly mistaken, man. They're sadly mistaken. That's what started the MGTOW movement, because so many men were under the impression that they had to do this shit too. And these were good guys, man. These were good, hardworking, citizens. You know what I mean? Paid their taxes, you know, went to the sport games when they could. Guys would go fishing and shit like that, smoke cigars and cigar lounges and shit, you know what I mean? Just doing they want to, and been taking care of their girl the whole entire time. But about half of the time she been fucking the pool boy. The pool boy or the pool that this motherfucker paid for them swimming and shit like that. He just splacking her shit right in the pool. You know what I mean? It's not fucked up to laugh either, because this is what happens also when you try to pass on traditions. You try to mold your children to be what you think is traditional or what society wants them to be, or it might have even worked for you, right? The parents might have been together 30, 40 years. But listen, man, everybody's not the fucking same, man. Everybody is not going to be under the same rule in society, yo. I thought that's why America was so great any fucking way. You know what I mean? And look, I even had a bitch one time that told me, right? And this is right before she sent me a photo of her ass cheeks. Her shit mad round, like, it's fucking amazing. You know what I mean? She had a thong on and all that. True that. But as she's doing this, she's sitting with her baby father. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, listen, you know, so we having a conversation about that or whatever. And she was telling me like, yo, you know, I don't be saying your name in this household too much because every time I do, it starts an argument, yada, yada. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? So obviously, you know, because I'm a player from the Himalaya. I'm from back in the days. You know what I'm saying? I'm the fling from back in the days or what have you. But that still gets brought up for whatever reason, you know, and I'm not down and shorty like, yo, why y'all talking about me? Fuck you saying my name for? You know what I mean? It is what it is. People have back in the day conversations all of the time. They reminisce, you know, they get their bottles on the weekend and shit happens. You know what I mean? I understand how it goes. But the thing that was more baffling to me is just like, I know I can't take that girl from dude. And she even told me, she said like, yo, he's like my third child or fourth child, when I forget which one. But you know, she got kids by the dude and she's like, he's my third child. And from one perception, you may seem like, oh, that's fucked up. That's a terrible thing for her to say about him. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it is, but maybe it isn't, because she's a mother, she's a woman, and she's gonna want to take care of some nigga any fucking way. Why not be him? You understand what I'm saying? So although I'm doing my thing, I'm doing for myself. It's part of the reason why she also gave to me too. She want to help me out. She see I'm doing my thing by myself, underdog. You know what I mean? She like, fuck it, I'll help you too. You know what I'm saying? She helping everybody. She helping all of us. You know what I'm saying? She both ours. She all ours, kids included. Like you stop trying to make women not take care of niggas, yo. And some of y'all bitches out there, y'all just as bad as the red pillers, as the red pill men, because y'all are upset that bitches is out here taking care of niggas. Like, yo, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can come and visit New York a few times. For those of you who are not in New York, you can learn a thing or two. Number one thing is mind your fucking business, yo. You want to make it in New York? Mind your business. Just mind your business. Let these bitches do what they do, yo. You can't be mad at them because they don't do what you do, or you think it's a disservice to womanhood or whatever the case may be. Now, it sounds like you want to be a homosexual when you start talking like that. And I'm talking about both genders. When you get mad about the opposite sex taking care of the other sex, or when you get mad about women taking care of niggas, let me just say that, all right? It sounds like you're on some homosexual shit. And if you are, that's fine. You know, if you are, because that's another thing I want to address real quick too. That's also making the dating scene real weird out here these days. Like yo, and it's being marketed now. It's very divisive, gender divisive, right? And you'd be surprised, like a lot of gay dudes, they fuck their girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of dudes that be letting y'all bitches hang out with the gay dudes, like, nigga's gay, he's fucking brighter than a rainbow, right? You'll never think that he's clapping them cheeks, and he's fucking clapping them cheeks. It's not going to be often. It's going to be once in a while. Maybe when y'all get in an argument too, and they go out and they're in the club, and you know, she leans on his shoulder just a little bit too much, and they had a little bit too much to drink, and he's fucking her, and you don't know what type of protection he's using. He's also fucking guys, and nobody fucking cares these days. Like, no one takes those types of precautions or disciplines I'm not saying no one. People still do, but you get what I'm saying, right? The way that it's projected, it's advertised, it's on TV. That's why I'm talking about it. It's on the internet and it's on TV, so it just lets you see how much people don't care, you know. And like another thing, right? I'm going off on tangents, but I'm making my points. Trust me when I tell you. I know you're gonna understand. Like if you watch TV now, right? If you go on the free streaming sites, you'll notice that the top commercials are either AIDS, HIV medicine commercials. And when they are, okay, first let me name them. They're either HIV commercials and or they're commercials with just gay shit, period. Gay dating. I noticed on news feeds that they'll show gay dating thumbnails that ask you to take quizzes on if you're gay or not. And one day I'm just like, yo, hold on, wait a fucking minute, yo. I clicked on the button that says, well, why am I seeing this ad, right? And it says, oh, because you're a male in such and such age range and I think another demographic, I forget what it was, right? And I'm just like, yo, all right, I don't want to see this anymore. Click it. The shit pops right back up the next day after that, next day after that. I just left it alone. Like, fuck it. I see what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, this shit is perpetuated into the mainstream now to where it's like, things are being made so obvious that dating is a very caution, something that should be used with caution. Something that should be done with caution. And in the astrological way of looking at it, right? It's the fifth house Leo type shit. It's telling us from the jump it's a gamble anyway. I don't know why people think that they're just gonna, because they take the risk of dating, that it's more than likely to work out because of that. It's like, nah. It's always been a gamble. It's always been a gamble. And everything else that's Leo and fifth house is attached to it. And that's kids too. So now we're coming out of this cloudy Piscean age to where we was just having kids and having kids and having kids and having kids, and we wasn't sure what we was doing then. Motherfuckers wasn't sure what they was doing when they had kids. They just did it between 14, 21, you know, 14, 28, let's say that's that large of a stretch, right? But that's like the hotter years of your life. That's the Leo years of your life when you're hot in the eyes. And you're just passionate and you probably look the best. You probably look the most youthful that you'll ever be, right? So all that energy got sucked up out of you. But it's not till later on down the road that you get more mature and you start understanding what that shit was really all about. Like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you look at it, you like, damn, I shouldn't have been trying to impose my theories and analogies on these people like that. The people closest to me included, my children included. They got to go out there and learn this shit for themselves. And if they didn't ask you already, they're going to ask you one day, or they felt like asking you one day, why am I here? When your children ask you that question, get in the comment section if your children ever asked you that question. I want to know how that struck you and how you handled that. It'll be interesting to know. But anyway, back to what I'm saying, like, right? With this whole dating shit. I always look, I just another analogy I tell people to look at this from. I'm talking really mostly about women because I'm a guy and I deal with women. I still like women. I don't know. Everything's going on out there. I still like women. So I tell people to look at the Ginger analogy. Ginger. If you want to really know how the game goes, study the movie Casino. All right? Ginger and Casino will tell you everything you need to know about a woman. All right? And I myself rather be the pimp in that scenario. Although it comes with being potentially addressed and approached by people who want to bust your ass, who want to bust your head open, who might even want to kill you because you done took their bitch from them and they feel that you are degrading their bitch because you take money from her. You take favors from her. You take resources and favors from her that they've fucking given to her. And their ego is bruised, shattered, broken. To know this. The pimp motherfucker, he don't care if you suck his dick, if you fuck him, whatever you do, trick the shit out of this motherfucker. She's more emotionally invested in the pimp because he has that type of attitude. Like, look, bitch, I want. That's my main priority. I shit, I shave, I sleep, I play video games. Bitch, fuck you want from me? When I dress up, I look nice. That's it. What else you want from me? That other shit you gotta get from these other motherfuckers. So she'll go out, she'll go explore. Women are wild by nature. She'll go out and do all of that. But the next thing you know, she's gonna be back with that pimp motherfucker. And I don't support putting your hands on bitches and shit like that. I'm not saying to be a gorilla pimp, but I'm saying it's a man's. If you want to play the game, man, play the game the way that you want to play it, and understand a woman's role in life is to fucking give to niggas, man. Is to give to niggas. So some of y'all gonna be like, well, where they gonna get from if I don't fucking give her nothing? Good fucking question. Good question, because you could cut off all the resources, right? Then a pimp is out of the game. But guess what? That totally exposes your male insecurity, totally exposes how you are an oppressor of the female gender and a misogynist and part of the patriarchal structure. And then you're going to have everybody at your head. Press, politicians, everybody. They're going to be making a fool out of you because you have totally outed yourself in that way. So all of that all that alpha shit, all of that red pill shit goes out of the window because cat's going to be out of the bag. The reason why you take care of women and provide for them and want to kill other niggas over these women is because you're really insecure. You're insecure to give them the positions of jobs that actually would pay something, because let's keep it a bean. You would want to pay women to fold clothes, wash clothes, be gardeners, farmers, be social workers, be daycare workers. There are tons of fucking jobs that women do by nature that y'all be leaving out of the conversation when it comes to occupations, and be like, oh, men build everything, man. We know y'all the fucking engineers. I'm saying, y'all, I don't engineer, but I'm good with my hands too. I do mad do-it-yourself projects, you know what I'm saying? But construction just wasn't my thing. I did demolition and all. Just wasn't my thing. Too many scratches and bruises on me. You know what I'm saying? I like cocoa butter and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like getting fly. Like, I'm a smooth nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a few things, but that's one of them. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I understand the whole men build bridges and shit like that because we want some pussy. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of the things, you know, weaving baskets and shit, the little shit that y'all be taking for granted, like, women can and will do that shit if they had nothing else to do. When the wars and the famines and the motherfucking depressions were out there, women were getting busy, B. But when niggas got rich from the wars and all that, they said, oh, baby, stay home to take care of you. If you don't stay home, I'm not going to take care of you. And I'm going to bust your head because you gave me some pussy. Now I got feelings for you. Niggas is going to be exposed when all this shit start really coming out. You know? I ain't even going to drag this too long. I just wanted to make sure that y'all got the ginger analogy as well. You know what I mean? And again, I wanted to state this before I got into talking about dating the zodiac signs and shit. I got some deep, interesting, funny shit to tell y'all, you know, but educational nonetheless, you know what I mean? And I'm just going to be talking my shit. I'm not really going into the analytics of it, and I'm not going to be creating these videos that take hours to do because I'm structuring something creative enough to know. I'm just going to be talking my shit. I got mad love for y'all. Thanks for sticking with me. Even if you're just seeing this as a short, those of you that came to my website, fucking love y'all.